Hi everyone, my name is Evelyn and welcome to the first video of our Neville on Bible series. Before we begin, a quick note. The references to Neville's books and lectures mentioned in this video are listed at the end and also in the description box below. Today we start with a verse that Neville Goddard said contains the secret of life itself. It comes from Exodus 3 verse 14. Moses asks God a simple but profound question, "Who shall I say sent me?" And God replies, "I am that I am." Neville said this is not poetry, symbolism, or history. It is a direct revelation of God's identity and therefore your own. When you understand this verse the way Neville did, the Bible stops being history and becomes instruction for inner life. Now, let's make this simple and usable. Neville taught that when you say, "I am," you are not merely describing yourself. You are activating the creative power of God within you. In The Power of Awareness, Neville explains that the very center of your consciousness is this sense of I am, and that it is your true identity. Before you call yourself happy or sad, confident or insecure, you first affirm, "I am meaning, I exist." Neville said this awareness of being is God within you. Whatever you attach to the words I am shapes your experience, because I am is the operant power that manifests your world. So when Neville speaks of God, he does not mean a being outside you. He means this awareness that quietly says I am inside you right now. Let me pause here and make it very practical. You don't live from your bank balance. You don't live from your job title. You don't live from what someone said to you yesterday. You live from what you are silently accepting as I am. If the inner sentence is, "I am always struggling," life will keep showing you reasons to struggle. If the inner sentence becomes, "I am supported," life will start rearranging to match that, often in ways you could not have planned. Neville makes the foundation clear in Chapter 1 of The Power of Awareness. I am is the self-definition of the absolute, the foundation on which everything rests. He connects this directly to Exodus. I am hath sent me unto you. I am that I am. Neville also says, the very center of consciousness is the feeling of I am. And even if you forget your name, your past, or your problems, he reminds us, I may forget who I am, where I am, what I am, but I cannot forget that I am. That feeling of being is the name of God. Now, here's the part where most people miss it. We all use I am all day long, but we use it on autopilot. In his lecture, I Am in You, Neville said, the words I am are powerful. They are creative. Think about how often we say things like, I am tired. I am unlucky. I am not good enough. I am always late. I am bad at money. I am the kind of person who can't finish what I start. Neville taught that these are not harmless expressions. Whether spoken aloud or silently felt, they impress the subconscious mind. Your inner world listens and your outer world responds. The goal is not anxiety about speech. The goal is awareness of identity. Whatever you consistently live as I am, life reflects back. Let's use a few everyday examples. Suppose a truck driver says, again and again, I am always stuck. It may start as a description of traffic, but after a while it becomes an identity. Stuck, delayed, blocked. Neville would say, you're feeding a state. And then the state keeps finding new ways to show itself: delays, breakdowns, missed deliveries, arguments, stress. Or suppose a plumber says, I am always dealing with problems. At first it's about pipes, but if it becomes an identity, life may begin to feel like one endless problem after another, even outside work. The pipes are not the issue. The I am is the issue. Now imagine the same person begins to shift the identity, gently, without pretending. Instead of I am stuck, the inner sentence becomes I am guided. Instead of I am always dealing with problems, it becomes I am capable. I am solutions. I am respected. Neville's point is that you do not need to fight every circumstance separately. You shift the state and circumstances reorganize. Neville illustrated this law with a story about his brother, Victor. Victor wanted to own a large commercial building, but had no money. Instead of identifying as "I am broke," he imagined seeing his family name on the building and quietly claimed, "I am the owner." He did not say, "I will be." He used "I am." Through a natural chain of events, the building became his. Neville explained that ownership first happened in consciousness. The outer world followed the inner assumption. Neville called this living in the end, assuming the fulfilled state and letting life arrange the details. Notice what Victor did not do. He did not spend all night arguing with the facts. He did not demand proof first. He did not try to force people. He assumed a state and returned to it, again and again, until it felt natural. In Out of This World, Neville shares the story of a soldier who wanted an honorable discharge. His request was denied. Instead of accepting "I am trapped," the soldier assumed the feeling of being home. Each night, he imagined sleeping in his own bed. Within days, the decision was reversed and he was discharged. Neville used this story to show that a change in "I am" produces a change in circumstances. You don't need dramatic situations to apply this. The principle works in everyday life: money, health, confidence, peace of mind. Now, how does this work without becoming fake optimism? Neville summarized the law simply: change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. He also said, the world is yourself pushed out. Life reflects states. When the state changes, circumstances rearrange. This is why Neville insisted that the work is always internal. You are not asked to fight conditions, people, or events. You are asked to change the meaning you are living from. The outer world has no choice but to mirror the inner assumption once it becomes natural. In Feeling is the Secret, Neville explains, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and continue feeling that it is fulfilled until it objectifies itself. So you're not forcing change. You're selecting a new state of being. You're moving from "I am rejected" to "I am wanted," from "I am unsafe" to "I am protected," from "I am failing" to "I am progressing." Neville often said that the subconscious mind does not respond to words alone. It responds to feeling. If the feeling of being wanted, supported, or secure becomes familiar, the outer world reorganizes to confirm that familiarity. Neville called this sequence of events that follows the bridge of incidents. You do not have to plan it. You do not have to push it. You only remain faithful to the state. The bridge unfolds in ways that feel natural when you look back, even if they could not have been predicted in advance. This is why Neville emphasized the drowsy state before sleep. It is a simple doorway where effort drops and feeling becomes easier. As you prepare to sleep, quietly say "I am" and pause. Feel your own existence. Let the day fall away. Then gently add what you wish to be. I am calm. I am confident. I am secure. I am healthy. I am loved. I am provided for. Do not strain. Accept the feeling as natural, even if only for a few seconds. In your faith is your fortune, Neville instructs. Repeat quietly but with feeling, I am, until you have lost all consciousness of the world. Then define yourself as the new state. I am that. You are training identity, not fighting thoughts. Now, during the day, Neville taught that creation continues through inner conversations. In Order Your Conversations Aright, he said, man talks all day long inwardly. And until I change my conversations, I cannot change the forms. So watch the inner dialogue. If your mind keeps replaying, they don't respect me, nothing works for me, I'm behind, I'm unlucky, then that is the state you are feeding. Instead, Change the inner sentence to match the new identity, not as a chant, as a decision. If you catch yourself arguing inwardly, stop and move the conversation to the end you want. Imagine a friend telling you, "Things are finally working out for you." Hear yourself replying, "Yes, I knew it would." Start small. Revise one inner sentence. Choose one new "I am" deliberately. Do it gently, consistently, without drama. And one last practical tip: don't choose a state that triggers disbelief. Choose the next believable step. If "I am a millionaire" feels far, begin with "I am improving," "I am stable," "I am disciplined," "I am moving upward." Neville's method is about naturalness. The state must feel real enough to be lived. Before you go, here's a tiny daytime practice that keeps you honest. Set a reminder on your phone 3 times a day. When it rings, ask, "What am I feeling myself to be right now?" Don't judge it. Just notice it. Then choose one sentence that matches your desired state and repeat it once with feeling. Even 10 seconds is enough to redirect the mind. Over time, this becomes your new default. Neville taught that "I am" is the name of God in you. When you change what you are claiming to be, life must rearrange itself. As Neville wrote in The Power of Awareness, it is "I am's" concept of itself that determines the form and scenery of its existence. Tonight, try this simple experiment. Rest in "I am" and then quietly define yourself as "I am that." If this resonated, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need it. Please write your comments and valuable suggestions in the comments box below. I'm Evelyn, and I'll see you in the next episode of Neville on Bible.